What's going on, guys? I thought I would go ahead and start this off by giving you a quick thing. I'm not doing a review. I'm not here to slam anything. I'm just giving a little bit of an opinion. I know it's very controversial on the internet, but I would like to go ahead and say the Acolyte, I'm not sure if it's really being review bombed. Now, obviously, there's going to be some, bad apples in there. There always is, and there always will be. So before everybody starts tearing my head off about all the individual people, I'm almost positive that they are speaking what you would consider truth. I mean, if it's a bad show, it's a bad show. You may like it. That's fine. I have a few bad shows I like. A lot of people do make fun of them. There's some games I play that are absolute dog shit, but I will play them, and I still enjoy them. There's nothing wrong with liking bad stuff, but to claim it as godsend is absolutely idiotic. We'll use Rings of Power, for instance. I thought it was a shitty concept to begin with, so I wasn't going to watch it anyway. And then more and more people start review bombing it, and I look into it, and pretty much Amazon shut down the review part. Couldn't do it. Not allowed. Lord of the Rings is a mainstay in my life. I will watch it till the day I die. I'm not going to watch any other version. What I have, the collector's extended edition, is what I will watch. I don't even like The Hobbits. The Hobbit. I don't like the trilogy of The Hobbit. I thought it was too long for literally nothing. And if you watch the original cartoon, which I actually own those too, the original was not that long because the book is the shortest of the entire series. So it's not meant to be a 3-part movie. Now, that being said, I would like to go ahead and give you a little heads up. They are saying that Acolyte is being review bombed. Now, let's not even look into the fact that pretty much most of everything that's been Star Wars has been kind of going downhill anyway as far as their reviews to begin with. The Mandalorian was cool because it was a good gimmick. It was, for once we're going to have a pretty decent written character that's going to be very mysterious. And I watched the first season of that and actually part of the second season. And after that, it just kind of started getting a little bit boring. Not that I hated it or anything. It's just being a Star Wars kind of a backseat fan. I wouldn't even say I'm a big fan. I consume Star Wars content quite a bit. Video games mainly, which I still love. Survivor was an excellent game. Definitely good for Fallen Order. Definitely a good sequel. It built upon what it already established and was excellent. But I think the movies and shows, people are just getting burnt out. You can see the same thing with MCU. A lot of their movies are not the big, blockbusters that they were. They're starting to trickle down. And I don't think it's review bombs. I'm not one that, say it would be a review bomb. Now, like I said, definitely bad apples. People are going to say some stuff. But I'd like to show you a few things right quick that just to kind of let you know what I'm talking about. Now, simple Google, which I think I misspelled it like an idiot. Right here's Acolyte, and a lot of people are giving this lady, the writer, whatever creator, a little bit of hell because the entire one of the reviews or interviews they had was just talking about how gay the movie was. I don't see why that mattered. If your characters are gay, they're gay. I don't care. I just want them to be a good show. That's really all I ever care about. Like right here, God, this is even worse. The Google reviews is a 1.8, and I bet you, God. So some of these are definitely 5s. I think some of these are, it just kind of speaks for itself if you want to go read through them. These are a lot to read through. One of them that I did see pop up here, this one. This is the one I think is stupid. Pros. Breathtaking scenery, which I can agree with a lot of shows. They still get the scenery down pretty well in a lot of shows. But it says horrendous acting, classic female protagonist, where her difficult past is described and not shown, which there's always an argument between, showing and not telling or telling and not showing, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. I don't think you're ever going to win that battle. The plot, which is explained in episode 2, is underwhelming considering the $180 million budget. I don't see what a budget has to do with bad storytelling. If that's the case. Simple technical issues such as an open flame roaring in space with where no oxygen is present, crash landing on a ship presumably flying out of her seat. So this is stupid, and I'm going to tell you why. First off, this is a show, a movie, an entire franchise based off of space wizards using the Force, which is an ancient religion of, metachlorians, apparently. We're going to have to use that as canon. But it is a absolute crazy idea to think that you can shoot lightning from your fingertips, you can levitate things, lightsabers are real and are not in a giant hooked up system. They do function a lot better than what we have in real life. And you're going to tell me fire in space. I don't think you even seen the prequel or the original movies. Original movies had explosions. I don't know if you know this. Lasers don't shoot out and make those noises. There were special effects. Are you just purposely being dense to put a bad review? That's only one of the few people that that are on here. I'm not saying that there's not bad reviews. Yes, there's plenty of them. I'm still not convinced that there is a review bomb going on. No different than if there was a bunch of positive reviews. I mean, clearly a 91%. Come on, Rotten Tomato. You could at least throw in a 70 on there. Try to make it look like you're at least somewhat competent in what you're doing. I have not listened to or read a single Rotten Tomato score and thought, yep, you know what, they were correct. They're 100% right. Point 2, right here, Shawshank Redemption, best movie ever made. 89%. How dare you? That's at least 100. I know you were just, this is stupid. They don't know what they're doing. They're absolutely lying. See, 98%. I'm still arguing that's not enough. Okay, 98% is pretty good. It is a good movie, and obviously, come on, 89? No. Should have been a strong 95, at least from you guys. But that's my thing, is I don't think people are looking subjectively on movies anymore, TV shows or anything, and realizing not everything is, all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes your show sucks. Sometimes the game sucks. Sometimes whatever you're liking is not a good show, not a good movie, not a good game, not a good, really anything. It could be pretty mundane at best. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that I play that I like, that are probably some of the worst games that are horrific and people don't like them. I like Goat Simulator, and I don't mean it unironically. No, I actually like the goofiness in it. It is a shut my brain off and let me laugh for about 2 hours. There's a show that's actually not good at all. Well, it's hilariously done, but it's called Ghost Stories, and it's an anime that, well, the voice actors got to have just a field day with, and if you haven't watched it, I do recommend it. But that's the thing. I don't think people are understanding what's definably a review bomb. I've seen a lot of takes on this here and there. I'm not going to judge the show. Like I said, I'm not big on Star Wars anymore. I've completely kind of drifted away from it. I'm kind of burnt out. There's too much Star Wars coming out. I think Disney is just pumping out way too much. Same thing with Marvel. I haven't even caught up on Marvel that much. Just because I think I got Disney Plus for free. I've kind of peek in here and there. If you want to watch some good classic stuff right now, it would be like X-Men 97. Watch that. It's a continuation. It's pretty good. I like it. I don't see a lot of hate coming from that, except for a few people wanted to be little bitches about it. But it's a good show. I like it. It's fantastic. They do not need to do Spider-Man. We got our conclusion, by the way. He did get Mayor Jane back, which is awesome. But yeah, stuff like this, I'm not understanding the concept behind constantly pointing fingers at the other person and saying, yeah, you're wrong, I'm right, how dare you. I think it's a good consensus to see an audience score and to kind of see how disassociated the audience score is with, like, critics. Critics are nobodies. They're nothings. They don't exist in my mind, because normally they're just making shit up to try to appease themselves, to make themselves look better. Those scores are absolutely nonsense 90% of the time. Look at a lot of the IGN scores that were like, oh, well, this game's like a 1 out of 5, and then come to find out it was an absolute banger. Now, I can't think of too many off the top of my head. There was a few that became like cult classics and ended up being really good games. Of course, I've seen a couple people saying they like it, like legitimately like it, and they don't see why everybody's hating on it. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I'm just talking about the idea that they're being review bombed. I'm not saying it's impossible and that they couldn't be, but I just don't subscribe to that. I don't believe that that's the case right now. Because, I mean, people are getting fatigued when it comes to Star Wars, MCU stuff. So DC's stuff, other than their animated stuff, is, people are getting bored with it. They're tired of seeing live action stuff being made on stuff that was, good in the 90s, good in the 2000s, and now, we need the next big jump, the next big movie, and we don't have anything right now. And a lot of the independent features are just kind of getting thrown to the side. Nobody cares. And then you got terrible movies being put up on the Oscars because they paid a good pretty penny. But yeah, guys, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.